Hey guys, I'm starting something new on my channel. Usually you see it with a whole bunch of YouTubers like Luna or Leafy. I've tried to do kind of like rant-like things or stories in the past, but they haven't really worked out very well. So here's my newest attempt. So basically, sometime around this year, me and my friend, all him know him as Dylaaaaaaaaan or JCats, depending on which channel you go to. But basically, we were just chilling at the park after trying to see if one of our friends wanted to hang out, and he didn't. So we were just chilling at the park because we were tired and it was hot. We were near his house, but we just wanted to chill for a minute. And so basically, so one of his friends comes over to us and says hi, and so we start chatting with her for a while, and then eventually we were just chilling for a while. We ended up chilling at the park for a lot longer than we expected, and so we're just chilling there. And she mentioned something about going to her house for her like M&Ms, and she wanted to get her because she had a huge bag of M&Ms, or not M&Ms, Skittles. And so we walked over there, and I didn't know this chick had a sister. I knew who she was, but I didn't know she had a sister. So I met her sister along with her little brother, who I also didn't know existed. And he's like at that age where basically like any time, like if he's not doing anything, he'll like flip out. Like he's like one of those kids that he's at that age where he has to be doing something, or else he'll be very grumpy, he'll be very rude, and he'll be very impatient and stuff like that. And so when we got there, the girl's mom wanted us to take her sister with us, her sister, her little brother with us, and so we were like, okay, whatever. We didn't really mind, but we kind of didn't want him to go anyway because we're just friends hanging out, and so the little brother comes along. It's basically like a babysitting freaking crap at this point, and to be honest, it was a fun day. We hung out for like 6 hours outside until it got really dark, which they were supposed to be home by like around 6 or AK before their mom said before dark, and it was like pitch black at that time. And we were still chilling at the park because we were just having so much fun hanging out, and we were ignoring the her little brother, which made him upset because he had nothing to do. He was just sitting there in the sand, and so we're all just sitting in the sand, sitting on stuff, but the little kid's in the sand, and we're all on these like little rock cars that like they're all attached to like one metal bar, and it rocks. You can rock the whole thing around, and we're all sitting on those, but he's sitting in the sand. And then my friend goes in the sand, sits down on some concrete that's like the line between the sand and the concrete. So it's like the line between everything, the line between universes. But basically, like he's sitting there, and so he's trying to speak over his sister, who we're the one hanging out with her, and we're trying to listen to her, not him. So we're trying. So he keeps trying to interrupt his sister, and Jake at this point is getting upset with him. He's like, let your sister speak. Just shut up. And he didn't really say that, but basically you get the point. He was telling him to stop because he's trying to listen to his sister, and so he keeps trying to interrupt. So he keeps saying stop, and he's like, I'm trying to listen. And so the little kid at this point just all out goes out rage, gets a whole handful of sand, tosses it in my friend's face. My friend freaking falls to the floor, grasping his freaking eyes and rubbing the sand out. And I had to start chasing this kid because he started riding off on a scooter. And I dipped after this kid. And when I finally caught up to him, like his sister let out the most disturbing roar I've heard so far. Disturbing roar. I thought it was Jonathan, aka J Cats. I thought it was J Cats. And when I heard this roar, it was Dylan! And like it was like loud. It was like Dylan! It was so loud. It was so deep and it was loud. And I was like, John, calm down. But when as I found out later, it was not John. It was her, his sister, the little boy's sister. Basically, I finally catch up to this boy, and this dad and his two daughters are walking their. I think it was three dogs, but there could have been two. But they were walking their dogs basically, and so Dylan had caught up to these people, and he was talking to them. When I finally caught up, I was out of breath, and I was like, "There you are, you're in trouble." And so the group of people were like, "Hey, do you know him?" And I say, "Yeah, his mom." Told us to be back way before 5 o'clock, and it's way past 5 o'clock now. So he's in trouble, and that's why we're chasing him because he ran away and he got upset. And so at this point, my friends had caught up with me. They had caught up with me. John got the sand out of his eyes, and the little kid's sister, who we were hanging out with, came up. And so the guy, we were like, "Come on, Dylan, it's time to go home." And I guess how you can see that's kind of suspicious, just a little bit, but So basically, the guy's like, leave him alone, and we're like, dude, what? Because me, I'm like, we're trying to get him home. This guy literally thought we were kidnappers. He literally thought we were trying to like nab a little boy. Freaking, I don't. What? Like what? He like literally thought we were trying to nab a little boy. Like what the fudge? And so we finally, we started running away. He's like, you guys are gonna get in trouble. Just balls deep in rudeness. It was just so rude. He was like, you guys are gonna get in trouble if you don't leave him alone. And we're like, dude, whatever. So we had to take him back. We had to chase him again, and when we finally walked them back to their house, their mom, they went inside, and their mom came out and talked to us for a minute. Then she went back in. She started yelling at the two, and then the girl who we were hanging out with came out, and she talked to us for a bit, and she had to go inside. Now, this is where the story gets a little strange, okay? Now, you always know that mom that's really like as a kid you didn't notice it, but when you get older you realized, oh my God, that was ridiculous. Like I can't believe I didn't know about that. That is so weird. So basically, the girl we were hanging out with, her sister and her mom were gonna go swimming. The rest of them were gonna go swimming, but they were out with us late, so they got grounded. They ate dinner, and the girl's sister and her mom were like, "Oh, you guys want to ride to me and my friend?" Because I was spending the night at my friend's house. And so my friend had got a whole bunch of sand in his eye. His eyes were like red. So I was like, I don't want him to walk. Just kidding, it's a total lie. I was walking all day. We must have walked to that chick's house back and forth like 15 times. And so I was like, so right immediately, a split second after she said that, I said yes. And I had no hesitation. Like I was walking around all day. I was like, yes, please. And so she says, "All right, hold on, let me get dressed." And so the girl's sister came out in swimsuit wear, and I was like, "All right, that's average swimsuit wear there." Her mom, she comes out in like a librarian dress. She's got like the bun, and she's got like the freaking button-up white collar shirt. She's got like the skirt and stuff. She's got the glasses and everything. She's like, all right, let's go to the pool. And well, first she's dropping us off at our friend's house. She's like, let's go to the pool after. We're gonna go to the pool afterwards. And me and John were like laughing in the car so hard. We were like, dude, she like that is not something you wear to go to the pool, dude. What the fudge? And so she was talking to us, which wasn't so bad, but it made it a little awkward considering her outfit was like ridiculously sexual. And when we were just laughing so hard, we were like, no one goes to the pool in that kind of outfit, not trying to get laid. Like, what the fudge, man? But I mean, I hope it worked for her because I mean, like, it looked like she worked hard. She put on makeup. She could put her hair in a bun. She can. uh, Alright, anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, please let me know in the comments if you want more of these kind of videos, because, this might be the highlight in the channel, because no one watches my videos anymore. No, no, but in all seriousness, if you like this video, please let me know if you want more, and I'll try and find more topics from my life that were awkward and scary and weird, and that I'd rather not share, but I'm sharing now. Now, I know I've told this story before in a video, but, I thought I'd just share it completely on a different, separate video, so, yeah.